Shawn Michaels thought he had realized his dream, only to be snatched away. What a damn shame. Shawn Michaels was the better man here tonight. John Cena got lucky, but he may have escaped with the title, but Shawn Michaels will be back to fight another day. The game is back. The Undertaker over the top. The game. Triple H has won the Royal Rumble. History has been made. The game is back.
Now get the cards, the darts from my generation. I'll take the
a historic night on so many levels. We are one night removed from the Royal Rumble, and tonight we see the fallout from that epic matchup that took place last night, including the winner of the Royal Rumble. We'll get more on that in a moment. Also here tonight, the World Heavyweight Champion John Cena, but we're in for a hell of a packed show. First off, in this part, Chris Jericho will go one-on-one with Chris Benoit. Number 1 and number 2 in the Royal Rumble face off in a technical classic tonight. And also tonight in a rematch from last night at the Royal Rumble, Rey Mysterio has his final opportunity to dethrone Alberto Del Rio. This time it's a tables match for the NLW Intercontinental Championship, Rey Mysterio versus Alberto Del Rio. And finally, after another attack by Batista, Randy Orton finally calls him out. It happens live tonight on No Limits Wrestling. A packed show from head to toe. And the crowd goes crazy for the man who last night won the 30-man Royal Rumble. He is back. The game is back in NLW. Triple H is in No Limits Wrestling. I didn't think I'd see the day when Triple H would enter the arena, but he did just that last night. At number 30, the luck of the draw was on his side, and he won the match. And now, following the Royal Rumble victory, he now main events WrestleMania and has an opportunity to become World Heavyweight Champion. We haven't seen him in so long, but what has he got to say to this capacity crowd?
Just in case you've forgotten, let me tell you just to know who the hell I am. I am the game.
He sure as hell is. And he's back.
And you can bet your ass I'm back! And I am the guy that tonight...
Oh, wait a minute. Triple H cut short. We've barely got underway here tonight, but already the game interrupted by the man who he eliminated last. The Undertaker is here. And I think he has some words to say to the man who is currently standing in his yard. The Undertaker came runner-up in the Rumble and is gutted that he lost last night. He was equally as close. He could have easily won it. However, Triple H was just that bit better that night. Undertaker feels that he's been screwed out of an opportunity to face the world champion at WrestleMania. But now as he stares down the game, my God, what a intense stare down this is. And oh my, they've already started to brawl. The fight is on, the game, and The Undertaker fighting right now. The Phenom, shots to the game. And shots back and forth being delivered, and now they lock up, and this is an incredible way to kick off NLW. A brawl between the biggest superstars in the company's history, and what an uppercut by The Undertaker. But the game with a spear, and now punches to the face of The Undertaker, and this is crazy. Intense situation we had to kick off the show. And now the game has Undertaker on the outside, and spears him into the steps. A spine buster right into those steel steps. And this is intense. Like I've said, the game throws The Undertaker back into the ring, and Triple H is about to put away the Phenom, is he? Undertaker in a bad way, but comes back with a clothesline. Good God. Triple H down on the mat. The Undertaker waiting for his carcass to get up. Is he gonna... Oh, wait a minute. Pedigree. Pedigree perhaps. But Undertaker, is he gonna go for a choke slam? Oh no. Well, almost. But it was close. Undertaker sending an emphatic message to Triple H that this is his yard. Triple H looks back at The Undertaker, who stands tall in the middle of the ring. They may have fought off all over the building tonight, but I have a feeling that this rivalry has only just begun. What a way to kick off the show. What a night it's going to be here. And there you see Kane. Now, as you know, he's probably waiting for Test, who backstabbed him twice last night. And oh my goodness, what the hell was that? Oh, for God's sake.
I guess I just don't learn, do I, Kane? Well, from now on, I'm going to make your life a living hell. Get ready, because this is only the beginning.
Oh, this is sick. So much is happening, but this is sick. Test backstabbed Kane twice. First in the tag title match and then in the Rumble, but Kane's defenseless.
The road to WrestleMania is long and arduous. However, there is only one stop left. On this night, NLW wrestlers have one last chance for glory, for revenge, for payback. On this night, 8 men will settle their differences on this battleground. A 20-foot high cage surrounds these doomed souls as 2 teams battle for survival. Before WrestleMania is one true test of domination, in not one, but 2 rings. They fight to the death in what can only be described as War Games at NLW Retribution.
It's been a chaotic night, to say the least. I mean, we kicked off NLW with a huge brawl between Triple H and The Undertaker, but just moments ago, we saw Test once again attack Kane from behind with a steel chair in the backstage area, and he said that this is only the beginning. This is following the breakup of their tag team and his portrayal of Kane last night at the Royal Rumble. So much happening, and including this just announced during the break, Triple H will make his NLW debut later tonight against a mystery opponent. That will be named later, but what a night it's going to be. Great main event still to come, but right now, a technical classic between 2 of the very best in this business. Mr. Jericho, Y2J. Last night at the Royal Rumble, he was number 1, and he could have very well won it, including his opponent tonight. Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit were 1 and 2 in the Royal Rumble, respectively. And they lasted nearly 40 minutes until Alberto Del Rio eliminated them both. Both of them are still angry about it. We saw what they had last night. However, tonight, they get to display, they get to showcase their talents for the whole world. Here tonight on No Limits Wrestling, and here we go. Chris Benoit gonna make his way to the ring. He was number 2. And following surprise return last night, there were many surprise returns, but the crowd still loves him. He is out to make a name for himself once again on the road to WrestleMania. So are a lot of the superstars here. Chris Jericho locks eyes on Benoit. He is one of the very best in this business, both of them are. I have a feeling tonight they may just steal the show. They steal the show many times, and I'm sure tonight they're going to put on a great match for us. And here they go, they lock up, and now Benoit and Jericho gonna brawl it out here in the early going. He's got confronted by the throat, but Jericho with a punch, and Benoit dazed for the moment, and misses. Jericho misses, and now Benoit gonna throw him to the floor, and now gonna lock in a submission. That is what Benoit is good at. He is a submission specialist. And now he locks it in. Look at the twerk he's got on that back and leg. But Benoit lets go of the hold. Jericho has hold of the ropes. Now Benoit, oh wait a minute, watch out. Jericho now has Benoit held by the legs. And what's this going to be? Jericho now catapults Benoit into the top turnbuckle, and Benoit for the moment is on the back foot as Jericho with all the offense. There's a German suplex by Benoit. By Jericho, and here's the cover and the kick out by Benoit. Both of these men are very similar styles. They've travelled the world together. They used to be the best of friends, but now it seems they're bitter enemies. Oh, and look at this. Is Jericho going to go for a pile driver right now? Benoit trying to fight out of it, but he reverses. And a knee to the spine. A knee to the shoulder of Chris Jericho, and Benoit now in control of the matchup, and he's taunting Jericho to get off of the mat. Jericho trying to shake the cobwebs off early on in this, and now he turns around, and what a quick move by Jericho with the bulldog to Chris Benoit. Similar names, I'm getting confused as well, but both of them very skilled in the art of wrestling. Jericho trying for the lion salt, but Benoit gets the knees up, and now he's got the crossface fully locked in, and he's wrenching back on the head, and now putting all of his weight down on Jericho's skull. But Jericho gets to the ropes, but Benoit pulls him away almost immediately, and going to continue to work on him. Jericho sent shoulder first into the steel post, and Benoit with a massive German suplex that flips Jericho right onto his stomach. A fast-paced style being influenced in this matchup as we check the replay of this. Look at Jericho flip over right in mid-air. Benoit waiting for Jericho to get up. He's using the turnbuckles. Benoit, oh wait a minute, Jericho caught the foot. Jericho caught the incoming foot, and now he's gone for the walls, and he's got the walls fully locked in. And look at Jericho, this is where he thrives. When he locks the walls in correctly, as he's done now, putting pressure on the head with the knee. Jericho looking at Benoit, but Benoit trying to fight out of it, and he does, and he's dropped to the mat once again. It's difficult to keep up with this fast-paced action, but once again Jericho on the offensive, and the sidewalk slam by Jericho straight down to Benoit in his back. And now he's left it unprotected as Jericho goes with a vicious kicks to the stomach. Benoit, he's had neck problems in the past. That's not going to be good for his gut, and now is Jericho going to go for a powerbomb here. Benoit trying to fight out of it, but he does, and flips him over. Back suplex, back drop. And we thought he had the cover, but Jericho, oh look at the strength. Jericho backed into the corner, and now he's got the powerbomb position. Now he delivers the powerbomb to Chris Benoit. But what an incredible series of maneuvers by these two very talented wrestlers. Jericho taunts to Benoit. He's making his way up. Benoit going to turn around, but he's not going to like the view. But Benoit with a massive clubbing clothesline right down to Chris Jericho, who goes straight to the mat. Benoit trying to get his bearings about him. Gives him some time to cope and breathe while he goes for the slap, but an enziguri by Jericho and beautifully executed as well. Jericho trying to shake off the arm there, must have put it in some sort of bad position. It might be injured, but it doesn't look like it at the moment. DDT to Chris Benoit, and he's down, laying flat on the mat. He's in a prone position, and Jericho is likely to strike. And here's the Lion Salt by Chris Jericho, and this may be enough. But instead, going to wrench on the head, and now has him up. And wants to prove something to Benoit tonight. Going to try and go for the walls yet again, and this might seal the win. He's wrenching back on it, but Benoit saying no. Will Jericho make Benoit submit, but Benoit flips him over. Is this it? He's rolled him up, and he gets the win. A roll-up cover by Benoit, and that seals it. Jericho was caught completely off guard, and he cannot believe he just lost. What an incredible way to kick off NLW, the first match of the evening, and what a match it was. Chris Benoit catching Jericho off guard, and Benoit gained huge momentum on the road to WrestleMania. Well, it was all Jericho for most of this match. A powerbomb, an enziguri, beautifully executed. We thought it was over when he hit the Lion Salt, but instead Benoit reversing and into a roll-up pin for the win. They took each other to the limit, and I'm sure they could do much more. Not tonight, of course, they're exhausted, but Jericho offering his hand to Benoit. Benoit and Jericho had an incredible match, and a great sign of respect by Jericho. And that is truly inspirational. The way they... Oh my God! Well, I was about to say an inspirational move by Chris Jericho, but a sucker punch. It wasn't even a punch, it was a slap to the face. And I honestly thought Jericho had offered his hand in respect to Benoit, because that would be the classy thing to do, but no, he slaps Benoit square in the mouth. Benoit angry at Jericho, but I'm sure this rivalry's only just begun as well. And speaking of rivalries, this rivalry is just about to end. The final match of the series for the Intercontinental Championship. It's a tables match. Rey versus Del Rio. That is part 2. Next week. Subscribe if you don't want to miss it.